Hello and welcome to Addis News Hour with the Nizam Shifarao Laqaw. Please stay with us. IGAD Executive Secretary has been addressing the third state of IGAD region. The Executive Secretary, Workna Gabayo, has delivered the keynote speech on a host of issues IGAD achieved and will keep you updated on the latest developments in our evening news bulletin. Moving to other story, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed convened the first of its kind Prime Ministerial Advisory Group meeting. The group is tasked with bringing forth solid inputs for consideration and implementation on various issues. The Prime Minister tweeted, quote-unquote, "Today I convened a first of its kind Prime Ministerial Advisory Group that's tasked with bringing forth solid inputs for consideration and implementation on various issues." The overall macroeconomic performance in various sectors is showing that the nation can realize the 7.5% of economic growth this fiscal year. The Council of Ministers has evaluated the major macroeconomic performance of the nation over the past 6 months. Haptamo Shagri has more on that.
The agriculture sector is playing significant contribution in Ethiopia's economy. It covers 35% total share of the gross domestic product of the country. Evaluating the 6 months macroeconomic performance, the agriculture sector has registered remarkable growth.
ባለፉት 3 እና 4 ዓመታት በተለይ በግብርናው ዘርፍ አዳዲስ ኢኒሺዬቲቮች
We have been adopting various initiatives to promote the agriculture sector over the past 4 years. Other policy incentives and mechanization activities have been implemented at government level. Thus, the agriculture sector is showing remarkable activities.
ሁኔታ ነበር ከዛ አንፃር ግብርናችን
Further activities are well underway to extend support for prioritized activities to boost the agriculture sector. Based on the macroeconomic evaluation report, the government gives prime attention to transform the nation's economy from agri-based economy into industry. Ethiopia Produce Movement bears fruit and plays significant role to realize new investment projects across the country. The nation effectively achieves the target set of the industry sector.
ወደ 10.6% የሚሆነው ከማኑፋክቸሪንግ ኢንዱስትሪ እድገት ይሄ ማለት ከአጠቃላይ ከኢኮኖሚ እድገት ውስጥ
Of the total economic growth of the country, the manufacturing industry sector will register 10.6% growth this year. This result is beyond the mean growth of the economic growth. The manufacturing sector has registered 4.6% economic growth last year. It was lowered by 6.2% compared with the total economic growth of the nation. This year, we expect higher industry sector growth. The 6 months performance is showing we can achieve the target plan that we set. All success stories compiled with difficult times.
Effective activities implemented in education sector to prevent exam leaking and further activities are needed in other sectors to bring sustainable development.
ግልጽ የሆነው ነገር የትምህርት ስርዓቱን ለማሻሻል በነገራችን ላይ የትምህርት ስርዓቱን ለማሻሻል ብቻ ብዙዎቹን
To improve all problems associated with various sectors, there are no single cause for every problem, rather the reasons are so many. The solution is we have to bring and implement a strategy to alleviate our problems in various sectors.
መፍትሄውም አሁን በትምህርት ዘርፉ የምናደርገው
Further activities have prioritized and identified in urban development, service delivery, among others, to improve the living standard of the people.
Ministers of Germany and France have expressed keenness to reinforce bilateral ties of their respective countries with
both ministers of France and Germany. They have great concern.
The Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed leaves no stones unturned.
Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed and First Lady Zinash Tayacho hosted a Christmas luncheon
in laboratories in Tanzania and Nairobi.
And Yalen's travels, according to PBS News Hour, will take her from business incubators for entrepreneurs in Senegal.
Today, we welcomed the newly appointed Chinese Foreign Minister, King Gang.
It's a unique and spectacular ceremony that must be preserved.
And the people are coming and showing their interest about how to celebrate Epiphany.
Welcome back. You're still watching Addis News Hour. Now, Ambassador Tafari Mallasa met with Andrew Mitchell, Minister of State Development and Africa in Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office. The two sides exchanged a range of issues of common interest and expressed commitments to maintaining the long-standing partnership between Ethiopia and the United Kingdom. We have exchanged a range of issues of common interest and expressed our commitments to maintaining and strengthening long-standing partnership, Ambassador Tafari said in a tweet. China has reaffirmed readiness to strengthen cooperative strategic partnership with Ethiopia. The Chinese ambassador to Ethiopia, Zhao Zhiyuan, conferred with State Minister for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Misganu Arga, on bilateral issues. The two exchanged views on how to scale up the multifaceted cooperation between the two countries. The Chinese ambassador reiterated commitments of China to strengthen its comprehensive strategic cooperative partnership with Ethiopia in various areas. Moving on, a high-level delegation of Turkey led by Deputy Justice Minister Yakup Mogul has paid a two-day working visit to Ethiopia. The high-level delegation, which comprised 5 members, has held discussions with Ethiopian Justice Minister Gideon Timotheos on ways of strengthening cooperation in the judicial sector. The two sides explored mechanisms on how to push for approval and respective implementation of cooperation agreements signed between the two countries on extradition and legal assistance on May 11, 2022. A cooperation agreement that two countries signed in August 2022 was also the other topic of discussion held between the delegations and the Justice Ministry. You're still watching Addis News Hour. Moving on, the 83rd Ago Equestrian Festival has been held in Enjibara town in the state of Amhara in attendance of federal and regional high-level officials. The festival is celebrated annually by the Awi Community Administration to commemorate the victory of the Ago cavalry in defeating the Italian invasion during the Adwa victory. It is stated on the occasion that activities are well underway to get the Ago Equestrian Festival inscribed by the UNESCO. Tigster Nisa has compiled the following story.
For Ethiopians, horses are the brave arms of the people to protect the country from enemy. Particularly for the people of Ago, horses have a close relationship with the people by providing services for transportation, weddings, religious functions, mourning rituals, and agriculture as well. Talking to ETV, historian Mallasa Ingeda stressed that the people of Ago have a special bond with their horses. The scholar added that the Ago Equestrian Association was also established to express patriotism.
እንግዲህ የአገው ፈረሰኞች ማህበር ስናየው እንግዲህ የአገው ህዝብ
The people of Ago have a special bond with the horses, and this bond was created when the horses help the society in socio-economic aspects. And the Ago Equestrian Association was also established to express their strong bond with the horses and patriotism.
ጦር ሜዳ ለመዝመት የአገው ህዝብ በሰፊው ይጠቀምበታል ማለት ነው። ከዚህ ጋር አያይዤ መግለጽ የምፈልገው ነገር አርበኝነትን በተመለከተ ነው አሁን የአገው ፈረሰኞች ማህበር የተቋቋመው።
Meanwhile, the Ago Equestrian Association Festival is celebrated every year by the Awi Community Administration to commemorate the victory of Ago cavalry in defeating the Italian invasion during the Adwa victory. Members of the association have celebrated the day with various cultural events, including horse jousting, traditional dances, among others. The association was founded in 1940 with less than 30 members at the time. Currently, it has more than 60,000 members. Lai Allana, who is the chairman of the Ago Equestrian Association, noted that in addition to the many benefits of horses bring forth to the society, horses played an important role when the enemy invaded Ethiopia 100 100 years back. He also urged that this celebration should have been described as an intangible heritage by the UNESCO.
አባቶቻችን ግን ያንን ሲያቆዩት እንደዚህ ዘመናዊ ይሆናል ይዘምናል ብለው
Our forefathers had played a significant role in transcending generations. We have also been working relentlessly to inscribe our Association Festival by UNESCO.
በዩኔስኮ ተመዝግቦ እንግዳ አምጥቶ
It was indicated that efforts are underway to register the festival with the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization UNESCO as an intangible heritage.
Now, with the two-year war now over, Ethiopia is in the midst of efforts to revitalize its tourism industry. The Eastern African nation is pinning its hopes on different types of tourism to help the industry contribute its fair share to the economy. This is according to Selashi Girma, the State Minister for Tourism. Have a listen to this.
Ethiopia hopes to make up for the loss on its tourism industry by restoring its position as a particularly preferred destination in Africa. In doing so, tourism will recreate extensive employment opportunities for communities at tourist destinations over and above help build a positive image of the country. Currently, conference tourism is one area expected to fetch a sizable foreign exchange to the country.
And the conference tourists, in the day they are in the conference hall, spending most of their time in a meeting room and in exhibition dealing business. But right after their work or in the weekend breaks, they switch to a leisure tourist. By then they will move to touristic places to visit and enjoy. So they have two characteristics, and spending much money and less sensitive to many things.
The economic impacts, which correspond to both goods and services purchased by the tourism industry and to invest and public spending generated by tourism, are an important driver of economic growth. Tourism, especially at the hotel and catering segments, is one of the few sectors of the economy to be at the center of the production chain, not only for farm and food products, but also for consumer and capital goods.
Close to 1 million people are directly recruited in the tourism sector. So foreign exchange and employment are the macroeconomic variables that shapes a nation's economy. And tourism is contributing a lot, but we don't pretend in that, with the fact that developing tourist destinations is becoming a new trend now, including the Prime Minister and the Ministry of Tourism has started developing tourist destinations. We are anticipating more private sector engagement in future. We are anticipating more regional and local governments also to do the same. So with this in mind, we in the 10 years national plan we have, we will get more tourist destinations coming up.
Recently, tourism has gained significant strides as a poverty reduction strategy for low-income nations, including Ethiopia. However, despite its huge potential, the travel and tourism market has yet to develop to a point where it can make a significant contribution to Ethiopia's economic growth.
The foreign ministers of Germany and France have expressed keenness to reinforce bilateral ties of their respective countries with
Both ministers of France and Germany, they have great concern.
The Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed leaves no stones unturned.
Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed and First Lady Zinash Tayacho hosted a Christmas luncheon for
in laboratories in Tanzania and Nairobi.
And Yalen's travels, according to PBS News Hour, will take her from business incubators for entrepreneurs in Senegal.
Today, we welcomed the newly appointed Chinese Foreign Minister, King Gang.
It's a unique and spectacular ceremony that must be preserved.
The people are coming and showing their interest about how to celebrate Epiphany.
Now moving on, the Ethiopian diasporas are gearing up activities to consolidate their efforts to engage in Ethiopian affairs in a better manner. The Ethiopian Diaspora Service indicates that there are roughly more than 3 million Ethiopian diaspora scattered in various countries of the world. So far, the diaspora have contributed a lot in various ways. Daniel Kasaun has more on that.
The Ethiopian diaspora are Ethiopian citizens and foreign nationals of Ethiopian origin who reside and work outside of across the world. Those diaspora have so far transferred more than 4.2 billion USD in 2022 in the form of remittance to families and other development programs in the country. In the same year, the diaspora contributed more than 1.5 billion USD in 5 months towards the realization of national projects and support for needy citizens in the country.
We kind of give them a lead from here because we're, living here and seeing the challenge. But more or less, as the public diplomacy continues, we're encouraging them for investment and involvement in their country's progress, education, charity, public works. Now we have to support all these displaced people of our country.
The diaspora community should be praised for their firm and unwavering support to Ethiopia in time of need by presenting the cause of the country to the international community.
Also is working a lot to support Ethiopia by serving as a vehicle between, or a bridge between the Ethiopia and the host country. As you might remember, the past 2 years have been challenging times for our country. The diaspora has done a lot to avert the challenges and to create awareness about the realities on the ground in Ethiopia, thanks to the support of the diaspora and the activities made on the ground here in Ethiopia.
No doubt, the Ethiopian diaspora have been contributing their part in ascertaining the sovereignty, territorial integrity and unity of the country.
The Director General of the Federal Authority for Civil Society Organizations, Jimma Delbo, says it is high time for civil society organizations to play a leading role in providing the necessary support for the government's efforts to rebuild the war-affected areas in the country. He also said more than 70 CSOs are undertaking a wide range of activities in the state of Tigray. Kazaun Chan has more on that.
Approached by ETV, Authority for Civil Society Organizations Director General Jimma Delbo stated that they are working on development concerns and the government's reform attempts are giving them the attention they deserve.
Operational space of the civil society organizations has been hampered for about a decade, and then following the reform, one of the area which the government has embarked on and changed not only the legal framework but also making the organization, the government authority who is responsible for the registration and operation of the civil society organizations to pass through intensive reform. And because of the reform that has been taken following the enactment of the new law, so many changes has been happened. Maybe one of the things that we must mention over here is that the hostile relationship that has been existed between the government and the CSO community has been curbed, completely changed, and now we can confidently say that a constructive engagement, a positive engagement has been restored or put in place.
The Director General further stated that they have been playing a leading role in providing the necessary support for the government's efforts to rebuild the war-affected areas in the country. On this move, more than 72 CSOs are currently operating solely in the Tigray region to participate in the rehabilitation process following to the peace agreement, the Libo said.
We have over 72 registered civil society organizations who are operating in Tigray. Some of them have offices here in Addis, some of them do not. And within this 2 years, there was no connection between the two CSOs who are existing here and in Tigray. And one of the things that in this trip, by the way, the trip was organized by the CSO Council, and AXO is also part of it, and we have also a representative. And according to the report that I have got from the visit, is now a new working environment has been established we are reconnected with the people over there, especially the CSO community, and also we are able to see physically and personally the challenges that the people are facing.
It was also mentioned that Ethiopia's reform initiatives and a peace agreement between the Ethiopian government and TPLF are creating possibilities and inspiring foreign assistance for the implementation of enormous and diverse economic potential for development in a country.